Show on Fox. Chevy and baseball. The love affair continues. Since our last show, what a wild week it was. Sunday, Bonds brought out the boomstick and hit 746. That leaves him only 9 behind the golden prize. Monday, the Rockets ready for launch after a rocket-like outing, going 6 innings with 6 strikeouts and no runs. In Minnesota, AJ tried to play footsie with Justin Morneau. Only problem, he's wearing cleats. Ouch! Wednesday, A-Rod let out a yell that saved the Yanks. But was it a dirty move? Friday, the friendly confines weren't so friendly, and they were fired up in Fenway. What a week it was. Today, we name our heroes and goats, and it's the premiere of Burning Questions. It's America's Grand Game, today on Fox Saturday Baseball.
What a week, what a season. 2007 has been a reversal of fortune for the Yankees and Red Sox, for the world champion Cardinals and the Astros. As we welcome you to Fox Field, I'm Jeannie Zalasko, along with Kevin Kenny. Of course, Eric Karros back with us. And Johnny Damon said the Yankees needed a really kick-butt June. Is this what he meant? It's game on at Fenway, the series opener. Yankees 3, Red Sox 2. I'm talking hit batsmen.
Yeah, 5 hit batters yesterday, and I think the most pronounced one, although he doesn't get hit right there, Kevin Youkilis gets one right in the chops up there. You know, Proctor going after him. You don't want to go high and tight or at anybody's head when you're throwing 94. He says it wasn't intentional, but I beg to differ.
And no suspensions, by the way.
Yeah, no suspensions. And, you know, you don't want to hit anybody in the head, that's for certain. Was he trying to probably hit Youkilis, who's been red hot so far the last few weeks? Probably so, maybe in protection for Cano. 5 guys were hit, but you know what? I've been calling the Yankee bullpen out for a while, and really it's because they don't have the edge, they don't pitch inside very much, they don't change the eyesight, they don't make some guys dance, and I think that's what the Yankees have been doing the last couple of weeks, and Proctor's been doing it, but I don't think he was trying to hit him in the head.
Yeah, but unless you're going to the plate with a bat, you do not throw at somebody's head.
You're not happy about that, are you?
No,
but they didn't mean to do it, and to a man, they say those shots were accidental. All right, some things are not intentional. Some things are like this. Carlos Zambrano going right at Michael Barrett Friday on the dugout. Again in the clubhouse, the outcome 6 stitches and one pretty frustrated manager.
You don't want to see people fight one another on your own team. You don't want to see that. You know? And it's about time some of them start playing like major leaguers. Or get somebody else in here that can catch a damn ball or run the bases properly.
Zambrano saying this morning, I'm sorry it was my fault, but there's more than just Zambrano is the problem here.
Well, there's frustration throughout the organization. I think what is telling is Piniella says, or get some players that can catch and run the bases. And that's really a direct statement to Jim Hendry, the general manager, to go out, get him some players that can catch and throw. And that'll be interesting to see how Jim Hendry responds.
You know, and the problem is they have good players. They went out and spent $300+ million last year. Soriano, Aramis Ramirez. Zambrano wants $130 million or whatever he wants after this season's over. Guess what? You can't go after your starting catcher. You can't start pointing the fingers. I know both guys are at fault, but Zambrano did say today, listen, it was my fault. I instigated this thing. I'm paraphrasing. You got a major problem because what you're going to create is pitchers pointing a finger at hitters, hitters pointing a finger at pitchers, and you've got division in that clubhouse that can start. Piniella has to end it right now, but that might be another story.
Yeah, Piniella came up with a way to try to advance the story. Look what happened today. This is at the ballpark at Wrigley, bottom 8. Angel Pagan doubled. He's trying to get to third, and he is called out. Here's where the fun begins, guys.
Well, a real problem right here, you know, because Pagan, why is he running in that situation anyway? Was he on his own with one out? I don't know, trying to get to third base, trying to force the issue. Yep, here comes the old school manager. I actually like this because they need some fire in this ball club, not in the dugout between players. It's the manager that should be the face of the organization. If he has to argue with the umpire, whatever it may be. And we talked about this last week. A lot of times, you know, managers will go out there and almost do it intentionally to get the club off of each other and really on the manager and on the other team more. That's where the issue should be. Fight the other team, not each other.
You don't think Lou wants to be back here maybe with us right now? I'll tell you.
They're even talking about Zambrano at Fenway. Our Ken Rosenthal joins us now, and after making Michael Barrett his birthday piñata, what is more likely, a contract with the Cubs or the Ultimate Fighting League, Ken?
Jeannie, the Cubs aren't going to trade Zambrano unless they fall out of contention, hard to do in the NL Central, or unless Zambrano says he wants out, which is unlikely. Zambrano enjoys a strong relationship with Cubs GM Jim Hendry. His contract is on hold due to the sale of the team, but for now, the Cubs' intent is still to keep him. Here in Boston, Jason Giambi's injury has reduced the urgency for MLB to discipline him, and in some ways, the Yankees might be better off without him. This way, they can play Melky Cabrera, their best defensive outfielder, every day and rotate their DH spot, which today will be occupied by Jorge Posada. One other Yankees note, about 10 days ago, the White Sox kicked around the idea of Jermaine Dye for Bobby Abreu. Apparently, that's as far as it went. As for the Red Sox, they've been relatively healthy all season, but right fielder J.D. Drew left last night's game with a strained right hamstring and is out of the lineup today. Drew, of course, has made 7 career trips to the DL. He'll be replaced today by William Opeña, and the red-hot Dustin Pedroia will make his first start of the season in the number 2 hole.
Thank you, Ken, so much. We'll be watching for it, and that is today's Inside Pitch. For Ken Rosenthal's full count on other inside information from around the major leagues, log on to msn.foxsports.com/MLB on Fox. And we move on to Heroes and Goats, and I'm going to go on record. You picked this goat on a Thursday. You were way ahead of the scale here.
Well, I've got to pick the Chicago Cubs right now. I mean, is Soriano the center fielder, or is he the left fielder? Is Dempster the closer, or are you going to move him into the starting rotation? I mean, this is a team meeting. They go out and lose 9-0. You know, they have the ruckus the other day. I mean, the bottom line is Lou Piniella has to take charge of this team, lead them in the right direction. Maybe Dusty Baker wasn't that bad after all.
Yeah, let's stay in the Central because the Houston Astros have lost 13 out of 15, 10 straight at one point. The bullpen is imploded. The average in the ERA is over 8. One guy doing the job. They went out and spent money they're supposed to hit this year, and one guy is doing it. That's Carlos Lee, right at the top of Major League Baseball as far as driving in runs. 24% of the runs driven in are by Carlos Lee, but where's Lance Berkman's bat? Where's Biggio? I mean, some of these other guys got to contribute. The Astros right now, still a winnable division, but they've been awful the last couple of weeks.
All right, on to your hero, and I say anybody who comes back from the bullpen deserves hero status.
That's a finger problem, isn't it, Jeannie?
It's a problem anywhere, but it was his finger.
Better that you said it than me. Josh Beck at 8-0 now, comes back after being out a couple of weeks. You're right. Historically, he's had blister problems. Big concern. How would he pitch coming back? He was outstanding. 7 strong innings. Beat Cleveland the other day.
Well, a big question, who is going to protect Vladimir Guerrero in the Angels lineup? It's this man, Casey Kochman. Since May 12th, .450 batting average, tops in the big leagues, on-base percentage of .522. He has been the answer, and he's why the Angels have the best record since May 12th at 14-8.
All right, when we come back, another Chicago manager is ready to blow. We'll check in on Ozzie and the rest of the early scores. And if you think Lou's upset, Eric is back, and the D-backs outfielder is burning.
We love baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Stolen bases, goat cheese, pizza, bottled water, and Chevrolet.
Stolen bases, goat cheese, pizza, bottled water, Chevrolet.
Free agents, rally monkeys, fancy leads, and Chevrolet.
Whoa, wait, what's a rally monkey?
They go together in the good old USA. Face paint and satellite radio, endorsement deals, and Chevrolet.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
This summer, the American Road is calling. Get there at the Chevy Memorial Day sale. This weekend, get 0% financing, plus $1,000 bonus cash on select 07s. This offer extended, but only till June 4th. See your local Chevy dealer today.
NASCAR's brightest stars are heading to the Monster Mile. Nextel Cup racing tomorrow, only on Fox.
The import with a taste as big as Canada. Molson Canadian. Here's to good nature.
The new second story was expensive, but it was worth it. Congrats. I can fix that.
Life comes at you fast.
And Nationwide understands. If you've made home improvements big or small, you could be underinsured, just like over half of all homeowners. Think you're covered? We can help make sure. Just another way Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide is on your side.
You know, really smart time to buy a Toyota? Now.
Because your Toyota dealer is having a tent event with special savings on Toyota's most popular models. Everything from the 2007 Camry, the best-selling car in America for the past 5 years, to Prius, one of the world's most popular hybrids. You'll find low leases or low financing, or huge cashback savings and great selection.
You know, buying a Toyota is smart anytime, but right now, it's really smart.
Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
Welcome back to the Chevy pregame show on Fox. Chevy and baseball, the love affair continues.
Cubs and Braves so far, no stitches. Bottom 9, 5-3. But right now, Luke could be looking at a 6-game losing skid, of course, from the clubhouse because he has been tossed. The other Chicago manager looking for a mulligan, too. Ozzie Guillen's White Sox have dropped 5 of their last 6. They are losing in Toronto. Diamondbacks at Mets. Eric Burns, our guy, hit his team-leading 9th home run on the season. His hit streak has reached 10. Of course, his club losing right now. Burns' D-backs have the longest current winning streak in the majors at 8, and it makes sense. The D-backs are in their best stretch of the season in all areas of the game. And Burns is playing like, well, a man possessed. Maybe because he is.
And now, another episode of Burning Question. Here's your host, Eric Burns.
Welcome to another edition of Burning Questions. I am your host, Eric Burns. Today's first contestant of the Arizona Diamondbacks, Eric Burns. Eric, good to be here, my man. Welcome, Eric. And the returning champion, Eric Burns. Hello, Eric. Rules are simple. I present a topic. Each of you guys pick a side and form an argument. Topic 1, Roger Clemens' contract. Good or bad for the Yankees? Good, it's great. They're struggling right now. They haven't been getting anybody out. And I don't care how much money this guy makes. The last time I checked, the Yankees weren't hurting for money. Wow, I couldn't disagree more, Eric. They're paying him $20-some-odd million for a guy that's probably going to go out there and give them minimal work. I'm talking at most 5-6 innings, especially when he first starts. Wow, you both make strong points, but I'm going to have to give 10 points to you, Eric. No, not you. You. Here's a fun one. Best hair in baseball. Without a doubt, my boy, Manny Ramirez. Eric, listen. Manny's got great lettuce, but I got a guy who is actually Ronald McDonald himself. Bobby Kilpie of the Oakland Athletics has got some moss that I can only dream about. Might we be forgetting somebody? Both you guys did 10 points for being so darn handsome. A few guys approaching the 500 home run mark. Is that still Hall of Fame worthy? Hall of Fame worthy? Of course it's Hall of Fame worthy. You realize what 500 home runs is in this game? How many home runs did you hit last year, Eric? Not 500. I know that. Anyone hits 500 home runs in their career, they go to the Hall of Fame. Eric, let me tell you something. I don't think so. Now, whether we like it or not, the game has changed. 600 is the new 500. Both very good points. However, I award both of you guys 0 points. Lastly, best ballpark food. That's easy, Eric. Without question, hot dogs. It's a hamburger. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Hot dog. Hamburgers. Hot dog. The almighty hamburger. The answer is peanuts. And we would have also accepted nachos. The winner tonight is Eric Burns. I'm your host for Burning Questions, Eric Burns. And remember to always feel the burn.
As always, we apologize. My burning question, is this guy an all-star or is that Bush League?
Well, he's been swinging the bat well, and offensively he has carried this Diamondback ball club. So, you know, there's always a chance.
You know, Alex Trebek, he's not. He'll quit the day job and the night job. No, he's a good guy. Did a nice job. All-star, yes, he is for me.
Well, dude, you know why he agreed to do that? Because there's a bunch of Eric Burns. I mean, how could he not want to hang out with a bunch of guys? A bunch of Eric Burns. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our last lick, shall we? Talk about the Yankees. Talk about the Red Sox. The Yankees didn't wait for Roger Clemens to win. Is this the start of something?
Well, they sure hope so. But again, they've got 7 teams to overcome in the wild card. They're 6 games back. They've got to get some more consistency offensively. It's been Jeter and Posada. You need more contributions from the rest of the club.
And we talk about a lot about the Yankees losing the division this year. What about the Red Sox winning this division as well as they're playing? Papelbon made the best move at the end of spring training by going into Terry Francona's office and said, listen, I don't want to start. I want to be a closer. I'm the guy. And by doing that, you change the whole dynamics of the end of the ball game. The bullpen's been phenomenal. Papelbon's getting it done. Nobody's touching him. And as a manager, it changes the way you manage against him in the first 7 innings.
Well, and don't forget about Hideki Okajima. 4 saves from the left-handed side. Opponents are only hitting 157. He's been a real compliment to Papelbon in that bullpen.
Yeah, quietly made the difference. All right, let's talk about the other game today. We got St. Louis, we got Houston. And it's gotten so bad in Houston, they are turning on Craig Biggio. What is more important, 3,000 hits or winning a game? That's the thought process right now.
For the organization, they've had a chance to win games. Other guys besides Biggio have had a chance to win games for him. For me, as a manager, I'm putting Biggio out there to get his 3,000 hits. He's 23 away. He deserves that. All the loyalty, as you mentioned before, in the organization. He should get his hits. And, you know, mix and match Loretta. Get his at-bats because Loretta's doing a great job, too.
Well, let's not forget the things he's done for this organization. Only filed for free agency once in his career and 5 different position changes. I mean, the guy deserves an opportunity to be out there every day.
You know, I'm thinking if they put a statue of you outside of the ballpark,
that means you're in the
get
lineup.
To pick what
That's
you
right,
want.
right.
Leave them alone. All right, as bad as it's been for the Cardinals and the Astros, is this still anybody's division to win?
Well, it really is. I mean, the Brewers have taken it by the horns right now, and they've played well within the Central. But again, it's still a long season to go. But with the way the Cubs have gone, with the way the Astros are struggling, I mean, right now the Cardinals are the only team that looks like they have a chance to catch the Brewers.
And St. Louis won the division last year with 83 wins, so it is anybody's game right now. You're 7.5, 8.5 out right now with over 100 to play. It's nothing. But what you want to do, start winning series consistently. Play 660 ball for a while.
All right, we need to get you out to the ball games. None of them feature Eric Burns. All right, looks like old times at Fenway. Mike Mussina, Kurt Schilling, an old school matchup. The Yankees hope will produce throwback results. And central stage, the Cardinals offer up Kip Wells, the Astros Chris Sampson. It is Fox Saturday Baseball, your game of the week.
I dedicate this beautiful moon and all these stars to you.
How about 3